Hello, my name is Bob Barrett. My colleagues and I represent the Leagues of Women Voters of San Mateo County. I will be presenting the pros and cons for State Ballot Measure 21. Proposition 21 seeks to expand the authority of local governments to enact rent control on residential property. This ballot measure was derived from a voter petition and is considered an initiative statute. Here is the way the rent control scene exists now. The Costa-Hawkins Rental Housing Act limits application of local housing rental laws to the following: single-family homes and housing built after 1995, and allows rent increases without limit when a renter first moves in. While the ability of city governments is limited by state and federal constitutions and laws, Costa-Hawkins increased these regulations. On the November 2018 ballot, Prop 10 would have repealed Costa-Hawkins. However, it was defeated 59% to 41%. We know that rental housing is very expensive in California because the supply is limited. Unlike single-family home prices, rental prices did not decrease much during the 2008 recession. It is not yet clear what will happen as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The cities of San Francisco, San Jose, and Los Angeles do have rent control laws, but even these cities are experiencing an increase in the number of units rented at current market rates when a new tenant moves in. This is allowed under Costa-Hawkins when a tenant vacates a unit. In addition, court rulings allow landlords to receive profits each year known as a fair rate of return. Let's look at what Prop 21 intends to do if approved. It would modify the Costa-Hawkins law so that counties and cities may, if they wish to do so, place rent control on homes that are more than 15 years old, that is, built in 2004 or earlier. Landlords who own and rent 3 or more single-family homes may have rent control issues. However, landlords owning 1 or 2 rental homes will be exempt. Rent control may be applied to new tenant rental prices, but does allow a 15% increase over 3 years to that new lease. Thus, the court mandate of keeping a fair rate of return for landlords is honored. Again, Proposition 21 amends Costa-Hawkins rather than getting rid of it. Rent control would be allowed to apply to all property more than 15 years old, as opposed to just pre-1995 properties. Costa-Hawkins excludes rent control for single-family homes. With Prop 21, rent control can be applied if the property owner has more than 2 single-family homes used as rental properties. Under Prop 21, rent control could also limit increases in rental rates after a unit is vacated. Here is the analysis of the Legislative Analyst's Office for the fiscal impact of Prop 21, if it is passed. Overall, the measure likely would reduce state and local revenues over time, with the largest effect being on property taxes if landlords sold their rental units at a lower value. However, it is difficult to predict fiscal impact because of the number of factors in play, such as the extent to which cities and counties change their rental laws, or whether landlords keep their properties or sell them to live-in owners. Other consequences may occur, such as the value of rental properties may decline, reducing property taxes collected. Landlords may postpone or ignore property maintenance to reduce their costs. If some renters will be paying less rent, landlords would receive less income, thus reducing state income taxes collected. And some renters may choose to stay in rent-controlled apartments rather than move out, even if they could afford to pay more. Here are the arguments for and against approving Prop 21. Supporters say that Prop 21 will save taxpayers money by reducing homelessness. It will have the consequence of keeping rental housing costs down, bringing stability to seniors, families, and veterans. Further, communities are diverse and capable of deciding whether their situation warrants rent controls. Even with Prop 21, landlords are guaranteed a reasonable profit. Prop 21 is supported by a broad coalition of elected officials, labor unions, civic organizations, national social justice groups, and so forth. Opponents of Prop 21 argue that it will not address the housing shortage, will not reduce rents, and therefore provides no protections for seniors, families, and veterans. Further, Prop 21 takes away basic protections for homeowners, treating them like corporate landlords. Here is what is known about the financial contributions to Prop 21. Supporters gave at least $16.8 million under Yes on 21, Renters and Homeowners United to keep families in their homes. Almost all of the money was contributed by the AIDS Healthcare Foundation, which had put Prop 10 on the ballot in 2018. 134 elected officials and 87 organizations are supporting Prop 21. The Los Angeles Times is in favor of Prop 21. Opponents of Prop 21 formed a group called No on 21 and have contributed $47 million. This group represents 134 organizations and one elected official. The biggest contributors are rental management companies and real estate developers. Essex Property Trust, $6.6 million. Equity Residential, $5.5 million, Avalon Bay Communities, $4.4 million, and California Business Roundtable, $3.5 million. 6 other real estate groups have given over $1 million each. Donations may have increased since this slide was created. Newspaper editorials in the Orange County Journal, the San Jose Mercury, the Santa Rosa Press Democrat, and the San Francisco Chronicle are against Proposition 21. So, Prop 21, yes or no? A yes vote will make changes to the Costa-Hawkins Act to allow cities and counties the ability to make rent control laws on previously restricted properties. A no vote will leave the law unchanged and prevent any new rent control activities.